moves left him tasting nothing but defeat. As a wrestler, they all yearned to win in the ring. By chance, he learned of the contract mask and signed his name without hesitation.
Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Buffalo Bulls, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bulls offense will go on the attack first. And aren't we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Bulls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. And off from the shotgun. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got his man, makes the grab. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. And the Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down. The Bulls are on the move. Quick spin on the run. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. He'll do it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one at 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's DeWitt. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
So Georgia Tech's offense will go to work for the 1st time. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to a quarterback many times, Jesse, this guy's proving to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously, so it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season, He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
He's looking to throw. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with second and short. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Wants to throw on first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. And the Bulls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7. Turning it on! He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Going to try to get it himself. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Second and very short here for the offense. Back to pass. Under fire. Snagged in the middle. It's close. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line. They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Got it in the middle. It's Browning. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Now on the move. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And down he goes back at the 3.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On the run, it's Cooks. Picks up the first down. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period, first down here. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man in the middle. There he goes. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Last completion move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Snap it to the back.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Spits it out to the back. Catch in the middle. It's Cooks. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working. Right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Yellow Jackets come to the line in the hurry-up. Might be changing the route. Now they'll run it on the toss. Makes one man miss. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And the Yellow Jackets will try to punch it in on first and goal. He'll set up to throw. Quarterback moving. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
Well, you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Works the middle of the field.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
He's snuffed out behind the line again, went right back to the well and got the same bad result. On third down, he drops the throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Bulls send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Gets it past the marker. Still running at the 40. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He'll pull it on the read. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. To the air on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Here's a heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Pulls it in and looking upfield. He's got great speed. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the other. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the run, it's Cooks. Turns it on in midfield. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're going to ride this running back. Breaks into the open. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Cooks. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
You know, Oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Snags it quickly on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. Then back in their own end, a 3rd and short from the 16. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. And the Bulls will line up to punt it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Trying to impose their will with the run. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling in the ground.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success, stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for space to the left. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. Looking to get it in. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Love the play call by the offense. Love drag routes down this close to the goal line. First down, you're just trying to get an easy completion, catch and run, walk in, score. Defense made a nice play.
Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. And the quarterback's by his lonesome on 2nd and inches. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. And he breaks it back. Can you believe this? The final play of the first half. What a disaster. They might get the offensive coordinator fired at halftime.
And how about the finish to this first half? This defense trying to hold on, not give up points. They flip the script, force the fumble, scoop it up, score it, and bring all the momentum right into the half with this football team.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys. Looks like we've got a great game day atmosphere today in Atlanta. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the flats at Bobby Dodd Stadium.
Just about set to get this second half underway. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They keep it on the ground to open the third. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And the defense gets home and gets the quarterback on the ground. We heard all week how important this would be, protecting the quarterback. Last week, this defense had 4 sacks. They've done a nice job. Forget this one and move on.
With the catch, it's Cooks. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Yellow Jackets just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to throw on first down. Right on the money. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him. And the Yellow Jackets trying to cash it in on first and goal.
If it ain't...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. If these guys wanted to make a statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score out. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Grab behind the line. It's Fleming. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. To the air. It's Clements. Got a man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Took a shot as he threw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. The Bulls line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top.
Oh, he's got some space. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the Bulls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Clements.
But we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The Bulls will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today.
Returners only get so many chances in a game, and you really want to maximize. You want to take it to the house. You want to make those big plays. But a lot of times you forget about that small detail of securing the football. He gave it up, but thank goodness he didn't turn it over.
He's moving out of the pocket. On the run, deep down the right side. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's Carney. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Dances away. He's going to take off. Still on his feet at the 45. And maybe they've tried to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another 1st down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Armstrong. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Grabbed over the middle. It's Duggan. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Yellow Jackets racing to the line in the hurry-up. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! A great catch and run for 6. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. It's Clements. It's complete. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his big tight end. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Bulls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Finds a tight end down the gut. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. Couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it's a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They'll go to the ground. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They want that clock to run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Got a man. It's Carney. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's got the back in the middle. Bounced off his feet.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do.
Deep shot for the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Back to throw, it's Clements. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Bulls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. A solid run there to create a little space. He's marked down at the 15. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Scrambling away. He'll pull it down and run. Finds a crease at the 20. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening, he went out and got the 1st down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now, throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. To the air, it's Clements. And now they lost the ball. They knock him down in the end zone. That'll be a safety and put an exclamation point on this one.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
And your Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets will take over. 1st and 10. Ready, right.
29 Philly, 2-9.
To the air on 1st down. Snagged out in the air. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Into the secondary on the run. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.